Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Just enough time to talk to you about the Lounsberry Tall and Fat pedal. I've been meaning to have this conversation with you for a while because it's kind of the daddy. Everyone goes for the organ grinder, and frankly, why wouldn't you? But the Tall and Fat is not one to be missed, and I thought it would be good to go through the Tall and Fat with my trusty XK5 as ever and the Leslie 3300 over there, and just play around with the sounds, switch it on, switch it off, try and understand what it does. It's a very subtle pedal, I think, but for the clone wheel, quite a necessary one. The idea is that to my left out the shot there is a Hammond C3, 1960 Hammond C3, and it has the AO28, I think, preamp stage on there, and this Tall and Fat pedal is designed to really replicate the dynamics and the compression and the, was it third stage harmonics, I think they say, that you get on a Hammond C3. So it's looking at the preamp stage of the organ and replicating that onto a clone wheel, which doesn't have necessarily the same kind of preamp stage. You know, XK5's got a valve or two, got a bit of emulation, got some bits on it. It's a good tool, there's no doubt about it. Sounds pretty lovely, doesn't it? Okay, there's a bit of valve going on over there as well. It sounds pretty good. So what I thought I'd do, quite simply, is just get these two things lined up together. Play a few stars, see what the differences are, engage and disengage the Tall and Fat, and see if you can make your mind up yourself. I'll come back at the end, really, and I'll tell you what I think. Okay, so here we go then. This is the XK5 straight into the 3300. A bit of F blues. Okay, there you go. So, a bit of blues, percussion up here, sounds lovely. So, I'm going to engage Tall and Fat. I've got the levels right, and I've got it quite fat. So, there you go. Okay, so it's on. No discernible volume level. Let's have a listen now. Okay, what did you notice? Well, what did I notice? Bit of compression. I can feel that. I can definitely feel that. I noticed with this, with the percussion on, that was coming out a little bit brighter as well. Let's try it with it off. On. Off. Wrong way around, sorry. Off. On. There's a bit of drive in there because it's compressing up. Off. Starting to, things are starting to happen, aren't they? Obviously I've got it in thug mode straight away, of course. Let's have it as fat as it can be. So, same again. Off. On. Feel a bit of warmth, which is bizarre because it's a pedal. Feel a bit of drive. I can feel that. I can feel it being squashed or, well, you know, Yeah, I don't know what, fattening, I don't know, tooling, but compressing for sure. Off. Some character there, isn't there? Let's bring some drawbars up. Off. On. Okay, so there's stuff going on there, isn't there? It's one of those things. I think it's quite subtle in places, but that sounds tame now. That off sound, very nice, very expensive chain of sound there. On. You can see why people raved about it, because it kind of brings it to life, doesn't it? Maybe it can't bring my playing to life, but you know, seems to be like, is the this must be this third harmonic. They talk about the second, third harmonic. This got it sounds a bit. There's a higher pitch, just poking, just bending through a bit. Very nice. If you were going to be a bit more, a bit less overdriven, let's go. You're just getting the levels right. So, but you know. On. Off. Yeah, that compression's really starting to sound good now, isn't it? That's to be the old trodden time. See how that sounds. Off. Now, isn't there something going on there? Can you feel all that squeezing in? That's really interesting. Then on. The clicks coming up. On. That is one subtle pedal, isn't it? Well, okay, so what have we learned? There's some height in it, there's some tall in it, so that's boost. Have we learned that? I'm going to learn it now. Go on to... Right, so I can hopefully not overdriving that, but I can boost the amplifier via the tall. So that's a gain stage, which is what you want in lots of things. Certainly with a Leslie 3300, we can push that valve a little bit harder, maybe than the Hammond can on its own, the C3, the XK5 on its own. Although there is a fair bit, there as well, but maybe a bit more subtle. And also we have this fat knob, which is where the dynamics and the compression seems to come in, and I can really tell the difference there. It'd be interesting to see what you think. Actually, put it in the comments. You know, let me know if you're happy with what you're hearing there. Let's make it really fat without killing everyone's ear holes. So that's the that's the grungiest it's going to be. There's a lot of going in there, isn't there? in a tall and fat nutshell. I think it's pretty good. I like the compression on it. I like the sort of a flatting thing. I keep doing that, don't I? What's that about? Oh, bit of 90s rave, but it kind of flats it up quite nicely and makes it a bit more characterful. I think for recording, very good. I think if you want to stand out, your organ sound wants to stand out above the crowd, it'd be interesting to see what it would be like on one of those red organs that they have these days, wouldn't it? And see what it would sound like there. Would it make them sound a bit more realistic, a bit more convincing? Someone will have to send me one and I'll let you know. Okay, so we've had a whistle-stop tour of the Lounsberry Tall and Fat pedal on a Hammond XK5 and a Leslie 3300. Let me know what you think. What have I missed? What sounds are there that I'm not quite catching, or what have I managed to catch that maybe you hadn't caught, or even what is it that you're looking for? I can have a bit of a play with that and let you know. Comments below. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.